Today, we're diving into 10 real predators living in rivers, lakes, and ponds. Some lie in ambush, some strike like lightning, and a few look like monsters straight out of a horror movie. And yes, some of them can bite harder than a dog. Let's go. It's going to be toothy, unexpected, and surprisingly intense. Taimen is one of the largest and most ferocious predators among freshwater fish. It's often called the river tiger, and for good reason. It can grow over 1.5 meters long and weigh more than 60 kilograms. Taimen lives in clean, cold rivers of Siberia, the Russian Far East, and some parts of Mongolia. This is a territorial fish that prefers secluded spots with fast currents, logjams, and deep holes. In hunting, Taimen relies on lightning-fast strikes. It can launch from its hiding place and grab its prey in a split second. It mainly feeds on fish, but there have been cases where Taimen attacks small waterfowl and even rodents that entered the water. This fish is not only powerful, but also clever. It has excellent vision and can wait patiently for the perfect moment to attack. An interesting fact, in the wild, Taimen can live up to 50 years. But in recent times, its population has declined due to poaching and water pollution. That's one of the reasons it has been listed in the Red Book in several regions. Grayling is a fast and cautious fish that lives in clean, cold rivers and streams. It's most commonly found in Siberia, the Urals, Karelia, and the Altai region. It prefers fast currents and rocky bottoms, and it reacts sharply to even the slightest pollution, which is why it's considered an indicator of water quality. Graylings usually don't grow longer than 40 centimeters, but some individuals can reach up to 50 centimeters and weigh around 1.5 kilograms. This is an active predator that feeds on insects, larvae, small fish, and even fish eggs. One of its most striking features is its tall, brightly colored dorsal fin that looks like a sail. When it's fully open, it seems like the fish is carrying a flag on its back. That's how vivid and eye-catching it is. It makes the fish look especially beautiful in sunlight. An interesting fact is that Grayling has excellent vision and can detect even the smallest objects in the water, reacting with incredible speed. That's why anglers, especially fly fishers. The snakehead is a predatory fish with a very distinctive appearance. It gets its name from its elongated head that resembles a snake. Its body is covered with thick scales, and its coloration helps it blend into dark water and dense vegetation. Snakeheads live in warm freshwater bodies in Asia, especially in Southeast Asia, China, and the Russian Far East. They prefer slow-moving rivers, swamps, and overgrown lakes. This is an ambush predator that can lie still for a long time and strike its prey in an instant. It feeds on fish, frogs, crayfish, and even small birds or rodents if they come close to the water. A snakehead can grow up to 1 meter in length and weigh more than 8 kilograms. One of the most unique features of this fish is its ability to breathe atmospheric air. Thanks to a special organ, it can survive in low oxygen water and even stay on land for short periods of time. Snakeheads are usually caught using live bait, large spinners, or soft plastic lures. They hit hard and fight strong, making them a real challenge even for experienced anglers. Lenok is a predatory freshwater fish from the salmon family that lives in Siberian rivers, the Russian Far East, Mongolia, and some parts of the Altai region. It prefers clean, cold water with fast currents and rocky bottoms. Lenok is easy to recognize by its elongated body, large head, and golden brown coloring, which makes it look like a river tiger. An adult Lenok can grow up to 70 centimeters in length and weigh around 5 kilograms. It is an active hunter, especially in the early morning and late evening. It feeds on insects, small fish, frogs, and even rodents that accidentally end up in the water. Lenok strikes hard and fights powerfully, making it a true thrill for anglers. It is usually caught using spinners, wobblers, or artificial flies. This fish is not only strong, but also cautious, so catching it requires attention and precision. The meat of Lenok is tender, light-colored, and very tasty. Kumzha is a predatory fish from the salmon family, very similar to trout, but more powerful and aggressive. It lives in clean, cold lakes and rivers, as well as in coastal marine waters of northern Europe and northwestern Russia. Unlike migratory forms, lake and river Kumzha spend their entire lives in freshwater. It can be found in Karelia, on the Kola Peninsula, and in the waters of the Arkhangelsk region. Kumzha has a large head, a solid body, and a beautiful spotted pattern with a silvery sheen. It can grow up to 80 centimeters in length and weigh over 10 kilograms. This is an active and clever predator that hunts small fish, tadpoles, frogs, and insects. It is cautious and quick to hide, which makes catching it a challenge that requires patience and precision. Kumzha is most often caught with spinners, wobblers, and artificial flies, especially in the early morning or evening hours. Its meat is tender, pink, and very tasty. Char is a predatory fish from the salmon family that lives in cold, clean waters in northern parts of Russia, as well as in Kamchatka, Chukotka, and some Arctic lakes. There are both marine and freshwater forms of char, but all of them prefer cold temperatures and cannot survive in polluted water. It looks similar to trout but has a more elongated body and distinctive coloring. During the spawning season, males develop a bright red or orange belly, making the fish easy to recognize. Char can grow up to 70 centimeters in length and weigh over 5 kilograms. It feeds on small fish, fish eggs, insects, and crustaceans. This is a cautious and very active predator that usually stays near the bottom or in deep, cold areas. Char is typically caught using spinners, wobblers, or fly fishing techniques, especially in summer and autumn. An interesting fact is that char can survive in extremely harsh conditions. Verkhoglyad is a predatory freshwater fish found in the rivers of Siberia, especially in the Amur River basin. It belongs to the carp family, but unlike most of its relatives, it is an active hunter. The fish got its unusual name, which roughly translates to looking upward, because its eyes are set high on its head, as if it's always gazing above. Verkhoglyad prefers warm, slow-moving water with deep holes and submerged snags. An adult can grow up to 80 centimeters long and weigh around 10 kilograms. It feeds on fish, larvae, crustaceans, and will strike at almost anything that moves nearby. It is most active during the warmer months. Anglers usually catch it using spinning gear with spoons, soft plastic lures, and sometimes live bait. Its strike is sharp, and it puts up a strong fight, which makes the catch exciting for any fisherman. Nelma is a large predatory fish from the salmon family, often called the whitefish because of its light body and silvery shine. It lives in Siberian rivers, such as the Ob, Yenisei, Lena, and their tributaries, and is also found in the Arctic Ocean basin. Unlike most salmon species, Nelma spends its entire life in fresh water and does not migrate to the sea. It prefers clean, cold, deep rivers with strong currents. Nelma can grow up to 1.5 meters long and weigh over 30 kilograms. It is an active predator that feeds on smaller fish, including grayling and whitefish. Its strikes are sharp, and fighting it requires skill and strong gear. Despite its impressive size, Nelma is quite cautious and rarely comes close to the shore. Anglers usually catch it with lures, wobblers, or live bait, often from a boat. Freshwater Atlantic salmon is a rare form of salmon that spends its entire life in lakes and rivers without migrating to the sea. It can be found in some northern regions of Russia, such as Lake Laka, the Kola Peninsula, and parts of Karelia. Unlike sea-run salmon that travel to the ocean, the freshwater type stays in cold, clean water year-round. It is usually smaller, growing up to 60 centimeters. though some individuals can reach around 80. The weight can be up to 5 kilograms. This is a predatory fish that hunts small fish, insects, and crustaceans and becomes especially active during feeding periods. It looks similar to marine salmon, but may be slightly darker and more compact. An interesting fact is that freshwater salmon is extremely sensitive to water quality. If the water is polluted, it either leaves the area or disappears completely. Anglers value this fish for its strength and caution, as catching one is always a challenge. It is usually caught using spinning or fly fishing techniques, with lures or flies, and its meat is just as tasty and nutritious as that of its ocean-dwelling relatives. Chum salmon is one of the most well-known species of Pacific salmon. It spends most of its life in the ocean, but returns to freshwater rivers to spawn, sometimes swimming thousands of kilometers upstream. Its main habitats include the Russian Far East, Kamchatka, Sakhalin, and the coast of Alaska. This fish can grow up to 1 meter in length and weigh more than 10 kilograms. In the ocean, chum salmon has a sleek, silver body, but during the spawning season, its appearance changes dramatically. The body darkens, bright stripes appear, and males develop a hooked jaw. Chum salmon is a predator that feeds on small fish, crustaceans, and zooplankton. Interestingly, it always returns to the exact river where it was born to spawn. After spawning, the adult fish die, and the fry hatch from the eggs and head to the sea a few months later. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it to the end, you're clearly someone who appreciates the world of freshwater predators. I hope you found it interesting and learned something new about these river and lake monsters. May every fishing trip bring you success, strong gear, and catches that impress not only with their size, but with the thrill they bring. I wish every angler true trophies, steady hands, patience, and good company by the water. Subscribe to the channel. There's a lot more exciting content, useful breakdowns, and legendary fishing stories ahead. Tight lines and happy fishing, my friends.